What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Ro 206 here, as always, with the wonderful Keymaster 84.
Hello.
Hello. Back with another episode of TBD Live for you. We do have a few updates on a few industry things that have come up over the week, and also, as we teased in a vlog and a couple videos this week on our channel,
And our Facebook.
the big reveal for the change on the channel, or the surprise on our channel. We've decided to, you know, throw a little salt in the game, put a little, do the Salt Bay thing. If you can see, my arm is doing the thing right now, but Keymaster can't see me do that. Anyway, yeah,
Just go over the nuts.
the little high at 90. But anyway, Keymaster's got something to bring to your attention. Then we're going to go into a little bit of talk about the new Xbox Scorpio, and then lead that into our For Honor talk for the evening. Keymaster, what do we got?
Oh, little thing called the Xbox Spring Sale.
Spring sale.
Big deal because reportedly, from what everybody's saying right now, Xbox is saying they're going to be having over 350 games at 70% off.
That's crazy, dude.
And if the trailer is any indication for which games are going to be on sale, you're talking games like Gears of War 4, ReCore. You got
Recore kind of got a bad rap after it came out, though, to be honest.
Battlefield. Well, yeah. I mean, I might think about picking it up for 70% off.
You know what I might be thinking about picking up if they have that out there? Just throwing it out there. That Battlefront, that Star Wars Battlefront.
That could be on
That looked
70%.
really good, and I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, that one could be on the list. But yeah, I mean, it's really going to be an interesting thing. That's going to start not September, it's April 11th.
Oh, so we're
It's a
like,
Tuesday.
yeah, we're like only a couple days away from that then.
Yeah, they always do it. They always do it like that. They always really drop it like the Friday or Thursday before the sale happens, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
So
Okay,
you kids,
yeah,
you want to hit up your parents for a good Easter present? Hey,
there you
Mom, give me a couple downloads on the old Xbox, and we'll call the bunny
got for
good.
some Xbox Live gift cards right there, baby.
We will call
Get
the
some
bunny
Xbox
good.
cards. But no, it's definitely gonna be interesting. Um, I mean, I know that there are a few games out there that I'm interested in buying if they're on sale. Of course, if that happens, I will need to
Get an extra
buy
hard drive.
an extra hard drive because the 2 terabyte Xbox just didn't hold up as well as one would expect.
Yeah, dude, I got the 500 gigabyte, and I've been dealing with that since day one. I got the day one edition Xbox, the one that I play on, and yeah, I got a terabyte external just waiting in the wings right now. Well, I'm
Just
tired of
wait for
deleting, tired of deleting important information just to download new stuff.
yeah.
So I'm thinking about just leaving it on deck and just leaving it plugged into the Xbox and just be my dedicated extra hard drive.
No, totally. I mean, that's the way that we're going. I mean, so I mean, that's really all we got so far. If more information comes out, we'll make a video about it. Let you
Definitely.
guys know what's up. But speaking of hard drive space, let's talk about
Ooh,
the big news coming
buddy.
out Thursday.
Ooh, buddy. And good old Microsoft has yet again tickled and fondled every gamer's wet dream and just, coddled the testicles there. Um, Information leaked on the hardware and the setup for Microsoft's new project, the Scorpio. This is supposed to be the predecessor to the Xbox One S, which they released the hardware and the setup specs, which, I mean, the damn thing puts my gaming computer to shame, pretty
It
much.
puts my gaming computer to shame.
And yours is like 4 years newer than mine.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking. It, it can do native 4K
That's crazy, dude.
in a console.
Yeah. And
Like
that's not just
what?
games. That's not just games. That's your Blu-rays. That's your, I
Yeah,
mean, if
well, it's
you,
going to come with a 4K
4K
Blu-ray player.
Blu-ray player. Yeah, exactly.
Like what? What are you guys doing?
And it's got the 8 core AMD processor. It's
It's a
got
custom Jaguar processor.
custom, yeah, it's custom for the system. You got the integrated power supply, so no more brick. If for those of you who don't own the Xbox One S, They have integrated the power supply on the internal side of the unit, so you no longer have to have the power brick that we've all been
Mhm.
accustomed to since the original Xbox, which I still have the power brick on my day
So
one
do I.
edition. So that, and then I mean, this thing is basically just a beast, dude. It's gonna be super nice, and I can only expect that we're gonna get more information come E3 time, obviously, but they're gonna just start leaking slowly, just little tidbits, little niblets here
Yeah,
and
and
there.
I think because Phil Spencer said about a month ago now, that they were going to be focusing on games at E3. I mean, obviously Scorpio still didn't have a presence because it's a brand new console.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
and
of course it's a big thing, but I think that's the reason why this comes out now, is so they don't have to go over this in their presser.
it gives them
They
more
can
time to
really,
do the cool stuff, like
they can
the
really focus on
games,
the big
the
things. Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah.
So I think that's another big point to this is why they're doing this now as opposed to later.
Yeah, totally, man. And I think that unfortunately, this is going to be the official death of the Xbox 360. There are still people playing
Yeah.
on the 360. And then again, there's no release date. I mean, we're probably still looking a year or two down the road.
No. Holiday
No?
2017.
What?
Yeah.
Dude. So they only gave the Xbox One a 6-year life cycle?
Well, no. The X is a part of the Xbox One family.
Oh, true. Okay.
So that's how you gotta remember. That's how they're treating this generation of consoles. It's not Xbox One, Xbox Two,
It's just
Xbox Three.
new systems.
It's
It's just
just
updated
well
systems.
because you gotta think. I mean, we went from 1080 being the best to now 4K
Mm.
in a matter of 2 years.
Yeah. But that's technology for you. I mean, you look at the phone game. I mean, your phone's out of date 3 months after you buy a brand new one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how fast technology is advancing,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying I'm not gonna get a Scorpio, just because I do have the day one edition, and my
Yeah.
Xbox One is 6 years old or 5 years old or whatever it is, or 3 years old or however old it is. I lost track because it's pretty much I'm Xbox to the core, so I don't really own it. Well, I do own Nintendo products, but um, I think with them leaking the specs and whatever else may leak before E3, like Keymaster said, it's just going to give them more room to show it off at E3 instead of
Yeah.
taking that time to explain, okay, here's what's in it. Okay, here's what it can do. Okay, here's this and that. No, let's go into this. Let's go into this straight into this live gameplay of Skyrim 2 or whatever, and boom, then you got 4K video graphics, you got, integrated this, you got,
Mhm.
boom, 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 boom. It's just some guy playing on a live controller
Right in front of you.
right in front of you, and
I
you don't have
mean,
to go through and,
dude, think of the cutscenes.
oh
Oh my
God.
god, they're gonna
Yeah.
be so pretty.
That means I got to do a complete update on my whole setup. I'm gonna need another computer monitor. I'm gonna need a new TV.
I need a 4K monitor.
Need a 4K monitor. I need a 4K TV. Gonna have to get the Scorpio. We're looking at probably $2,000 in an upgrade and just
Yeah.
hardware, and not to.
TV is what's gonna kill you, honestly.
Well, all I'm saying, I've already talked to the Keymaster about this. I'm already thinking about upgrading my computer. My computer's 5 years old, 4 years old, but it was a year old prior to when I bought it. I bought it used, and so it's 5 years old. It still does what it needs to do. It's still a great computer, but it could be a lot better with the stuff that's out now, opposed to what it was when I bought my computer. So it's just the aim of the game, man. Being gamers, being tech geeks, being hyper nerds or whatever you want to call it. I'm a tech nerd. I call myself a tech nerd. I like having new tech. I bought the Switch. I went and chased that bitch down after release day.
Okay.
Literally woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and drove an hour away from my house to the one store that I knew had it in stock and waited in line for the damn thing. I mean, God bless my soul, my roommate, Cheeseball, she was my ride or die. It would come with that thing, so I would not have that in my hands if it wasn't for her. So, shout out to her. She's sleeping right now, but I'm sure she'll watch this video. Bang, 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 bang. But anyway, Keymaster, getting off the Scorpio talk, I'm sure as things
Mm-mm.
leak and produce, we'll be producing videos on that.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
I got one question to ask you, though.
Okay, one question.
Scorpio,
Yeah, Scorpio.
what's your price point?
Eesh. Well, let's see. I paid $550 for my day one edition Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right now, they're retailing at not only a bigger hard drive but a smaller console for $350.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the Xbox One S. Um, I'd say it's in the $300 to $400 window.
Really?
Well, and here's why I say that. The Microsoft has always been about its community.
Mm-hmm.
I will always and forever contest to that. But they also have to understand that there's people who have the day one editions, have the 500 gig editions, that paid more money than people who are buying newer ones that have better specs
Sure.
now. Because I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to go out and buy one. I mean, you might, but I don't know. But you have the 2 gigabyte here. You have the 2 gigabyte. The 2 terabyte hard drive. You have, you got this fancy blue Forza, Xbox. But
True.
I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't go out and spend $500-$600 on it, but I'm thinking maybe they throw us a bone here and put it out there for $300-$400. I mean, yeah, it's still a lot of money. It's a lot of money for me. I'm gonna have to wait for that date to be released. I'm gonna have to go down to GameStop, start putting down $50 a check. I'm gonna have to work it that way like I always do. But at least I get it. I'm gonna get it when it comes out. And I think, hey, Microsoft, if anybody from Microsoft ever happens to watch any of our videos, and this seems to be the one that they watch for some goddamn reason, please, please, throw me a little bone, a little baby bone, Put that out there for $300-$400. I'm your guy all day long. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy it anyway if it's up to $500-$700, but I don't think they're gonna go higher than 600. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going lower than 300. I know that for sure. I mean, the 400-500 range is probably more realistic, but hey, save me $100, give me a new system, that'd be great.
What's your ceiling?
For
Price
what
comes out. Price
price?
comes out. It's, what's the point when you're like,
I'm good where I'm at.
yeah, yeah, where you're like, dude, I
I
can't do
mean,
that. I can't do that.
in,
Xbox. I love you guys to death, but
yeah,
I can't do that.
in retrospect, really, I'd say anything more than what I paid for my day one edition, like
Mhm.
550. I mean, that's pushing it for me, to be honest. They throw that 600 tag on that bitch, and I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to wait a year for it to come out Christmas. Oh, Project Scorpio's on sale this year for $400 on Black Friday. Then I'll be one of those goofy motherfuckers out waiting in line for one. But um, other than that, yeah, I would say $500 would probably be my cap. I mean, that's gonna be the. I'm still kind of thinking $500. It's a big pull, but okay, I can do it. You go over that, I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait, dog. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, but
Stay with my bank account, see,
yeah. Yeah, checking in the
check
savings.
the
All my money's in
thing.
my savings account. Exactly.
Takes,
I'm
a
gonna
few
have to go
days,
hit up the
few business
grandparents.
days,
I'm gonna have to take out two birthday. I'm gonna have to take out two birthday loans.
two birthdays,
I'm gonna have to go hit up to mom's. Hey, this will clear
two,
you for 4
two,
holidays. Yeah,
two birthday loans, 4 holidays.
yeah, 4 holidays. I'm tell you what. Till I'm 40, you don't have to buy me anything. Yeah. I mean that's and I hate to say it, but I mean that's honestly probably the reality for a lot of people. I have a full time job that pays me really well, but I also have a truck payment. I have regular bills like house bills, insurance, all that. I have rent to pay. So my good paying job only goes so far. Yes, I do have leftover money, and yes, I could make something more than $500 work if I wanted to. But then
Hmm.
that's really pigeonholing me. That's eating into a nest egg. That's eating into my savings. That's
Right.
So I mean, I think if I get enough time ahead of time and it's $500, no problem. I'm there. But anything over that, I'm gonna be like, hey, Xbox, I'll catch you next generation.
Catch him outside.
Catch you outside the first gen when I, like a dummy, always roll in line for the new ones.
Yeah.
What about you? You think $500 is kind of your cap if you were to be looking in the market for Scorpio, or what were you
Yeah.
thinking?
750.
Eesh.
I'd
That's
be willing to go as high as 750. And I'll tell you why.
okay.
I'll tell you why. Because I was in your boat. I was like 500. It's the
Yep.
highest thing going. And then I watched the dude from Digital Foundry,
The guy,
the dude,
the dude.
and explain it to me. And I looked over the specs myself, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? I would be willing to spend 750.
Oof.
You'll say Keymaster. You're out of your goddamn mind.
I do, but you're my best
There's
friend,
no
so I can't.
reason. There's no reason to spend $750. Let me enlighten you guys on something, and this is something that a lot of people are not thinking about. So you'll be able to get a 4K Blu-ray player. Have you guys actually checked out the prices for a 4K Blu-ray player?
No, I don't own anything 4K right now.
Let's see here. I just typed in Amazon real fast. So, a true 4K Blu-ray player right now is putting you back about $250 to $300.
And then you're talking about brand. So if you want a good brand like a Sony,
That was a Samsung.
oh, it's a Samsung. So you want to go upper echelon Sony stuff like that. Yeah, you're looking high threes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
So you gotta think about it. Like, so you're getting a 4K Blu-ray player. We'll just take $250 off the price right there. So then I'm only paying $500.
For the system. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and let's see. Look up an AMD Jaguar for the processor.
I mean, it's the kind of stuff you gotta think about when you're buying it. So
Because I mean, for any of our listeners or anybody who's watching this video, if you're strictly a console player, I was strictly a console player before I made the jump and actually bought an actual good working computer. I've had laptops and things like that in the prior past, but for a good processor to run any games on a PC, I mean, right now, an i7, you're looking $300 easy,
mm-hmm.
depending on what version you get. AMD 10 core, which is I think their best one for the CPU right now, is, you know, I don't know, low threes, high twos, only because AMD is the cheaper of the two. But
Mm-hmm.
that's just for the processor. That's just for the part that makes your system run, that makes your system able to do everything that it does. Same
Yeah,
thing for a computer. It's the chip that goes on the motherboard. That's the brain. That is the brain of your computer. So
yeah.
what are we talking about for a high end AMD right now? If you were to like
For
go in a
well,
Newegg
for
or whatever.
Jaguar Spec FX series octa-core, is running you anywhere from 250 to 300, depending on which website you buy it
Right
from.
there. So you got your
Right there.
you got your
They
two
spec
hundred and
them.
fifty
They're
dollar
picking them up.
4K Blu-ray player. You got
Mm-hmm.
your low end $250 processor. 500
Right
bucks.
down.
$500 for two components on what you're going to get integrated into your system. That's a good idea, man. I didn't even think about it like that, to be honest. You know, my
Well,
five
because you
hundred
got to think
dollars is
about it,
looking kind of low right now.
it's the same reason why when the PS3 came out, why everybody was buying the PS3, because at that time, that was the cheapest Blu-ray player in the market.
Yeah.
It's sad to say that a $600 console,
Mm.
was a cheap Blu-ray player, but it was. Because a lot of when it came out, Blu-ray was like Blu-ray was in a fight with HD DVD.
Ugh, God, HD. That was a horrible move by Microsoft.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
And for
But the
those of
moral of
you
the story is, it's like,
for those of you who are too young to know what that is, if you ever
I
go
don't
to
even hear
a
your
you
business.
you ever go to a used movie store and you happen to come across a movie in a red case,
Don't buy it.
do not buy it.
Here,
Xbox made a proprietary system for you to be able to run those movies on your 360. 360, right?
external.
Yeah, an external
No, no, yeah, that's 360. Yeah.
360. Yeah, they had an external USB ported proprietary system for you to run HD movies on your 360, and then boom, PS3 comes out with the Blu-ray player. literally, I mean, months after they announced the HD of the Microsoft. I think they maybe made 100 movies for HD, maybe.
So I can find it real
I
fast.
mean, there wasn't many. It wasn't a lot. But you think out there, Blu-ray has been converted from DVD. Almost any DVD you can find on Blu-ray now. I mean, even old school ones like the original Blazing Saddles with freaking John Wayne in it on Blu-ray with a digital copy and a DVD copy for $30
484 domestic movies.
for the HD.
Yeah.
Jesus, how many Blu-rays are there? Can you Google the Blu-ray?
I'll Google the Blu-ray real fast.
Okay, so 400. We'll say high fours, high fours for the HD
Let's just say
movies.
500.
500, 500.
Just round up.
I know Blu-ray is gonna be twice that at least.
Um,
It's still thinking because there's so many.
let's see here. How many movies
Blu-rays in
have
existence.
been released on Blu-ray?
That's a long question to ask Google.
It's keywords, my friend. Keywords. Here we go. This will give me the answer I'm looking for.
I'm really interested, actually. This is kind of interesting.
Roughly 750,000.
Okay,
Give or take.
500 red cased HD movies made when the only thing running HD movies was the stamp proprietary thing for Xbox 360. They didn't even have an HD movie player because that's how bad it was. 750,000 Blu-rays are currently in rotation
That's pretty bad.
for what? 5-year-old tech? Maybe?
Yeah.
6-year-old tech?
Blu-ray came out in
That's 360, so let's see. Xbox
2000.
One.
The first DVR Blue prototypes were unveiled at the CATEC exhibition in October 2000 by Sony.
2000. So we're looking at 17 years.
So that was
That was like beta.
prototype.
That was beta. That was alpha.
In 2002, the project was officially announced as Blu-ray disc.
So that was 2002.
The first consumer device ever that had a Blu-ray in it came out in 2003 at $4,000.
$4,000 for a Blu-ray player in 2003. Then let's say 2010, you could have bought a PS3 for $250, $300,
Yeah.
which had a game system and a Blu-ray player in it.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. That's 750,000 Blu-rays out, dude. My collection is so small.
Yeah, we gotta think about it. I mean, they got, if you're talking like
I mean, yeah, you're talking like
Harry Potter's been released 3 times on Blu-ray, all 7 movies.
that's true. Disney movies all remastered on the Blu-ray, and then Diamond Edition came out.
Yeah, that's what you gotta think about. Is like they count those because it's a separate SKU.
It's like having doubles in when you're playing cards.
True. But yes, I mean, my ceiling is 750. I think it's gonna be 500.
Yeah, I think hopefully it'll be around the 500 mark. But now that you put it in that way, yeah, 750 doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
$500 and 2 components of the one system.
It's all about the spin.
It's all about the spin. It's the way you put it. Hey, to move on from Scorpio talk and kind of get into our For Honor and why we're all here tonight. As you can see, I've had a still picture of For Honor on our background. As you all know, and we've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks, For Honor has been effing up. Ubisoft has just pretty much shot the bed, and I can't get into a game to record a video to save my life. Keymaster
They did come out with an update Thursday.
Has it fixed anything? I haven't played since Sunday. So we're talking 5 days. I haven't been on 5 days.
I don't feel like anything's changed.
Okay. Exactly. And this is why people were striking on Monday. This is why on all the forums, Reddit, any forum you go onto for For Honor talk, everybody is just up in arms about this. You can't get into you can't stay in a game to save your life. You can't play any 4v4 matches. You get kicked out or can't find a match. When you go to play 2v2s or 1v1s, same thing. I mean, luckily when we were playing 2v2s last weekend, it worked out pretty well for us. But that's if you get matched up people within your same region. You get with anybody else, you're screwed. I mean, the matchmaking is screwed. It's completely shot to bed, and it's screwed.
Mm-hmm.
So, even with the patches and all the fixes, this is what me and the Keymaster are proposing. We've talked about it at length. I mean, at length. At length. This is not just a quick snap decision. This has been a big conversation over the last couple of weeks when all this crap started happening with For Honor and the matchmaking and trying to make videos and put out content for you guys. I mean, even just from a content creator standpoint, I can't see you guys being interested in the videos that we've been able to put out because of our issues with trying to record. We can't get any gameplay for you. We can't get solid ideas out there that we can't see through the end because we can't stay in matches. I can't show you how a raider benefits from playing a Dominion map, and I can hold down B with my one character because by the time I hit record, I'm already out of the match. Or I don't hit record at all and I can't get into the match. And then I go play bots. Ooh, you guys want to watch a whole year of us playing bots? You want to watch a whole year of Keymaster's walkthroughs and he just plays through the walkthrough over and over and over again for a whole year? I mean, that would be kind of cool. I've been watching it. I'm not going to lie. But, it's because I haven't played it myself. And that's why we do this. Is so people who don't play the game, they get interested in the game. They want to buy the game and they want to come play. Okay? People who play the game, who are already interested in the game, come to our channel to watch For Honor gameplay because we're a different aspect, a different view apart from anybody else on YouTube who's putting out For Honor content. Fair enough, right? All right, Key. I'm gonna preview this. You go ahead and do the big reveal and kind of our reason behind it.
So, as Big Bro was saying, the problems with For Honor are extensive as of right now. So the big decision for us was, a game that we have both played before. We are both excited to continue in the space and in the franchise. So as for now, you'll be doing For Honor content and Destiny.
That was kind of cool. That worked out perfectly, actually.
Well,
Yeah, like we talked
yeah.
about last TBD, Destiny 2 inked some information last week. It kind of sparked something in both of us. It was a game we were both. Destiny 1 was a game we were both excited about. Keymaster more than I when it first came out.
Oh, I hype Beast.
Yeah.
Shit out of that game.
And we played it for a while, and but other games come out. Halo came out, Call of Duty came out, whatever. We didn't play it as much as we thought we were gonna play it. So now Destiny 2 is going to be released September 8th. And we decided to mix it up, put a little bit of Destiny 1 content in with our For Honor content, because if Ubisoft does not get their shit together by September, we're going to be ready for our next game.
Might as well start now.
Might as well start now. You guys can't see our light levels. For those of you who know Destiny, I can't alter the screen much.
So
there we go.
so bad.
I'm sitting at a 172 at a level 36 on a Titan, and Keymaster's 128 at a level 25 on a Warlock?
Hunter.
On a Hunter. So, yeah.
My original day one character.
Your original day one character. This is my original day one character as well. We've already recruited the help of one of our friends who is hardcore, like top 10,000.
He's almost 5 now.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, top 5,000 in Trials of Osiris. Almost top 5,000. Okay, top 10,000.
Top
Trials of
6,000.
Osiris player. Green Smoke. We've talked about
He's
him on the
doing
channel. You guys go over to our Facebook page. We have a couple of clips of his over there. This kid is beast mode at this game. I mean, trust me, he's put the time in to be as good as he is. But so we're gonna have the Destiny player teach the Halo guy and the Call of Duty guy how to play Destiny. So we are both ready for Destiny 2 because come Destiny 2, it's a clean slate. All these people have been playing Destiny this whole time. No more. We're all going back to zero.
yeah.
So,
And I mean, the reason people be like, oh, Destiny, they have the same kind of similar track record as for what For Honor's going through right now, and it's just like, yeah, but Destiny 2 is not going to have that problem.
mm-mm.
I mean, because, and like I said, I think last week,
Mm-hmm.
is Destiny's execution as far as the quality of game, in my opinion, was perfect. Their communication as far as what was going on in the game, desired. They should have been a little better.
Right.
They did have kind of a successful game. Some of you guys might have heard about. It's called Halo,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll go there. Um,
A
I think
little
for Honor,
successful. I mean, just a little
For
bit.
Honor, in my opinion, was doing it the other way, where they're executing poorly, but promising plenty.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
My fear is that For Honor is going to be a Division 2.
well,
I don't want to go down that route, and I don't want to open up that can of worms with the Keymaster. We've talked about it before. Ubisoft's last huge.
fly off the handle.
I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do and freak out. But, that for, long story short, The Division, which was one of Ubisoft's most hyped games that I've seen in years.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from a development team who does the Assassin's Creed series, who has other games that have been popular and done really well for themselves. Then they go out and dump all their. I mean, I'm talking. They damn near. They sold the farm for Division in marketing and
Yeah.
hyping and even the game itself. I'm sure they dumped a shit ton of money into it.
Mm-hmm.
For it to not even last 2 to 3 months before they're talking like, oh, we have to shut the servers down. No, I think it was the second month or the first month. Oh, we're gonna have to shut the servers down for 3 days or whatever it was to try to block from cheating PC
Mm-hmm.
gamers getting in and hacking, and
Mm-hmm.
and it never fixed anything.
Nope.
Never fixed anything. And unfortunately, as excited as I am about For Honor and as great of a game as I think it can be, it can only go as far as its development team is going to support it.
Correct.
Your community is literally shouting at the mountaintops at you the issues it's having with the game. And for a patch, or 2 patches now, the major problems have not been touched for the most part. They nerf some characters, they buff some characters. Cool, great. But I can't use those characters in games.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So,
No, I mean, and this was going to happen eventually.
mm-hmm.
I mean, we were going to bring in another game.
Eventually, right?
Granted, did I think it was going to be this fast? Oh God, no.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, like Vigro said, I do think it is turning into a Siege, Rainbow Six Siege first year,
Mm-hmm.
Division first year,
Mm-hmm.
and I really hope this does not happen for Honor, and unfortunately, because okay,
Don't cry.
I'm
It's
gonna
okay.
say one comment. I'm gonna say one comment.
All right. Keep it to
I'm
one comment because you
not
go
gonna
off on a
fly off the
tangent. I will end
handles.
this video.
I am not gonna fly off the handle. I am worried that they are coming into this trend of we come out with the game is broken when it comes out.
Mm.
This has been
Try to
happening for a
fix it while
while.
it's in action.
Well, it's been happening with a while with the Assassin's Creed games.
Mm-hmm.
And Assassin's Creed Unity when it came out was just straight broke.
Mm-hmm.
It just straight broke the rails. That's when this whole thing started. Um, It's been a slow downhill slope since.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Assassin's Creed. I bought the movie without even seeing the movie. I just straight bought it. I didn't care. It's like, take my money. I don't even.
Take it
It's
all.
Assassin's Creed. I didn't care. Just take my money. And in my opinion, it was a great movie for what it is. Is it going to win an Academy Award? God, no.
No.
God, no. But it's still good. It's a good action movie.
Which is always good. I mean, it keeps your interest, right?
Yeah, kept my interest the whole time. And glad I spent the $20 on it, you know. But the moral of the story is Siege now compared to where it was. It's like two totally different games. The Division now compared to when it came out,
Oh,
it's
night and
two
day.
totally different games.
Night and day, yeah.
And the problem is if you don't take care of your fan base though, nobody will be there.
No one's going to come back. Exactly.
They got lucky with Siege.
Mm-hmm.
They got lucky with Siege. People like Siege. And that's because the content creators stuck with it, enjoyed it. You guys, I mean, there's a handful of guys that stream it on a consistent
That's
basis.
Rainbow Six, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Stone Mountain probably has some of the best Siege and Division games. Punch them.
Just fucking punch the mic.
That's how upset I am right
He would drop the mic, but it's on a stand, and we don't want to have that kind of problem right now.
now. Mics are kind of expensive.
I hear you, bro. Like, no, I think.
I'm not a WWE guy. I'm just like.
Speaking of WrestleMania, not to get off topic, but
let's finish this topic, and then we can quickly.
Yeah, we could quickly touch on WrestleMania because Big Row's got to go Big Row. You know what
I mean? And so I think the problem though is that they're banking on the fact that people are going to stay, and it's just like, dude, it's like you have Call of Duty going back to boots on the ground next year.
Thank God.
You have Destiny 2 coming out.
Dude, you know how excited I am for World War II Call of Duty?
Yeah, well, I know, but it's just like you're going to have Battlefield. I'm sure it's going to have some kind of update. You got Battlefront coming out with another
Battlefront 2.
You got...
Dude, EA's been fucking on fire lately. I'm just going to say.
I want to say there's one other game off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I was just about to say that.
I mean, you have all these big games coming next year, and it's just like, you will get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, yeah. Many a game has.
It happened.
If you don't stay relevant, you get forgot.
I mean, yeah, you're doing tournaments. People are doing tournaments on MLG. Ooh, honestly.
Have you watched them?
I looked. They're really boring. Anyway.
They're super boring.
So I logged on the other day just to see. I was trying to do a bit of research on Destiny, trying to see if it was something. I looked at For Honor. I had to refresh the Twitch page twice to get to For Honor. There were 2,589 people watching For Honor. The only reason they were at that point is because True Talent was on.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how many viewers True Talent had? 2,506. He was 99% of the viewership for the entire game.
Jesus.
By himself. And when he's not on,
there's
that
nothing.
game is terrible.
There's nothing.
Nobody's playing it. Nobody's watching it. You know, and it's just like that right there in this day and age tells you something. If you're not on the first page of Twitch, you're done.
Mm-hmm. You're irrelevant.
Sorry.
Yep.
I mean, we'll just jump out of what I'm doing right now real quick, just so we can see. Let's see here. For honor. Just so I can check this out real quick. Is anybody even streaming?
No, I don't think anybody's on. I have it as one of my selected games, and nobody was in the realm.
Ouch. Yeah, so nobody is seeing on the list, which is sad, to say the least. I mean, for crying out loud, There's 1,000 people playing the Zelda Link to the Past right now.
Isn't that a DS game?
They might be playing it on the DS. It came out in freaking. That was the Super. The
Oh, was that?
SNES.
Was
That's
that?
the SNES. That's what is the port.
Oh, that's
But
right. That's right.
DS.
That's right.
So it's like, yeah, you're playing a game that came out in like '93, has 1,000 viewers. You can't even beat that.
So
Like,
bad.
what are you doing? Like, come on, man. I mean, let's take. I'll just scroll down some more. Let's just see what other games are destroying it. Uno. Uno.
Pretty popular game on Twitch though.
718 views right now.
Playing stripper
Majora's,
though. Majora's
Majora's
Mask.
Mask. Yeah, 469. Um, WWE 2K16.
Oh Jesus.
344 viewers.
No way, dude.
I can't make this up. I'm literally looking at it. I'm still trying to scroll down and find For Honor. Farm Simulator 17. 155 viewers.
It's a popular game.
It actually is. It's a very oddly popular game. Anyways. But that's my point, guys.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting beat by games
Farm
who
Simulator.
have no business beating you. You're getting beat by games that have no business even being in the conversation. And it's not even like you're getting beat by like a little bit or because there's a tournament going on.
You're
No, you're getting destroyed by Minesweeper with 47 views right now. I'm still looking for Fauna. I still haven't found it. I'm down to 47 views.
Oh, I'm sure
for
it's
the
got more than
entire...
47 views. And
No.
now you're gonna make me look.
No, I'm not. I wish I was. Trust me. Do you think this isn't a joking matter right now? I'm trying to be real here, and it's just I didn't think it was going to take this long, so now it's kind of a little anticlimactic. Let's just look at that.
No, because now I gotta find it. I'm scrolling myself. Hold on a second.
For Honor. Okay.
Right there. It's got 563 views.
563. So
let's see. What's
563? We'll put it 560.
So the Duck Game is ahead of it.
Okay.
What else is ahead of it?
Football Manager 2017.
Yeah. NBA 2K16.
What is up with everybody playing last year's sports games? Is that a thing? No one told me. I mean, yeah, you're beating games like Age of Empires and Mass Effect 3, and like you're beating games that honestly they're not even relevant. They haven't been relevant.
Hey, The Division's got 426 viewers.
Yeah.
That puts Ubisoft at almost 1,000 viewers.
Oh.
Hello.
Good job, guys.
Anyway, guys, yeah, to that point, we're not giving up on For Honor. You're still going to get 4 hour contact from us. It's going to be half or more of the week. You're still going to get the same kind of content you got from us. We're just going to start sprinkling in Destiny because we're going to start learning the game that we're going to possibly be moving on to come September. I am so far out of the realm of first-person shooters that I played a couple games before we started, and I got 2 kills in 2 matches. That's like getting a game for the first time and never playing a first-person shooter ever in your life. My 7-year-old nephew can get a kill just pushing buttons. This is crazy. I've been playing Call of Duty for over a decade. This is nuts. So, with that being said...
What's going to happen when we go back to Call of Duty?
Oh, dude. You know what I'm going to do to get ready for World War II Call of Duty?
I'll throw you in the backpack, bro. Don't worry.
All I'm saying, without me going off on a tangent about Call of Duty, I'm going to go back and play the Big Red 1. I'm going to get that M1 Garand in my hands, and I'm going to start picking off skulls. That's what's going to happen. Guarantee it. I'm going to start throwing stick grenades at tanks just to warm up. Anyway.
Oh man, but
So
yeah, guys.
that's what's going to be happening on our channel, guys.
Yeah,
We're going to be sprinkling in a little Destiny here and there. We're hoping our buddy Green
mixing it up.
Smoke will jump on some videos with us to help us out, because
God, you know we're gonna need it.
he plays primarily on PS4. He has an Xbox account, so he's going to use his Xbox account to help us get through raids, get the gear up, get the light level up, teach us all about the maps, what the movements in the maps, things like this. This kid knows this shit off the top of his head, like the back of his hand. It's nothing. So, without letting this video go super much longer, I got one question before we send off our video. This is for the Keymaster. It is about WrestleMania, which was just this last Sunday.
I forgot we were gonna have this conversation.
We're not gonna have this conversation very long because Big Rose like almost an emergency move. We're like almost DEFCON 5 with having to go to the bathroom here. I'm sorry, I hate to say that on video, but I was fighting it about 15 minutes ago. Anyway, one
Okay.
question,
Yep.
and then I'll allow you to ask me one question. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Loudest pop from the entire show.
Ooh.
Now, when I say pop, guys, for you guys that don't watch wrestling, it's the crowd reaction to what's happening in or out of the ring. They consider it a pop, so that's a pop of sound that comes out of the crowd when something happens. So I'm asking the Keymaster this because I know what my loudest pop for the night was, but I'm hoping, being he's my best friend, and he's gonna say the same thing. He might not though, because there was a couple good moments there.
If you want to say best instant pop, when Stephanie McMahon went to the table.
Okay,
Best
yeah,
instant
I
pop.
forgot about that part. I forgot
Best
about that
like,
part.
boom, like it happened. People were like, "What? Oh my god!" That
Okay,
was the best instant pop.
okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Best long pop was the Undertaker retiring.
Really? Oh, see, this is where our
Because people were
friendship.
cheering for like fucking like 10 minutes,
And that
bro.
was at the end of a 5-hour show, by the way.
It was 1 o'clock their
I
time,
know, it was
and
crazy.
they were still like it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon when they got there.
Okay, can I give you an honorable mention then?
Yeah, of course.
The Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
That's
I
like,
just
it was huge for me. That's like so much nostalgia right there. And then for them to defend their titles on Raw the next night.
which is funny. I loved it.
And
No,
Homeboy still got the white streak from when he was on TNA and he had that crazy character.
yeah, yeah.
That's gonna go somewhere. Mark my words. Anybody who watches this video who watches wrestling, Mr. Matt Hardy there with the white streak in his hair, he's gonna
Mhm.
start trying to delete people, and I guarantee you he's gonna go 1-on-1 and heads up with Mr. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
It was talks on all the wrestling forums when it was happening, and the separate shows, and now they're gonna be basically on the same show. Or actually, we'll see come Monday. But
It's a shakeout, bro. Let's not get too presumptuous here, all
all
right?
right, one WrestleMania question, and then we'll send it off.
Uh, who had the best WrestleMania moment?
Ooh.
I already know mine on this one.
Damn.
Coming out with the heat.
That's a good question right
If you guys don't know, me and Big Ro are huge WWE fans. If you guys are lucky enough one day, maybe we'll post some WWE 2K17 footage for
there.
you.
Yeah, that'd be funny because you're way better at that game than I am. Okay. Mm, I'd like to. Honorable mention for me would definitely be The Undertaker. Just because this is the only reason I say this. This motherfucker's been in what
Belt.
22 WrestleManias.
Yeah.
22
22 of
WrestleManias.
33.
22 of 33 WrestleManias. Finally letting it go. I damn near cried when he put his hat and his coat in the middle of the ring and
I
then
had,
went walking up the ramp.
I had some man tears. I'm not
I
going to lie
was,
about it.
I'm not gonna lie, because that's like back when I first started wrestling, like back in the
Yeah.
early '90s. So,
Yeah. Well,
that definitely honorable mention for me. But best WrestleMania moment, oh, Jesus.
I ask the hard hitting questions.
You do, dude. This is a hard one because I would say there's multiple people who had like the WrestleMania moment, but like
Oh yeah, every wins has the WrestleMania moment, but in your opinion, who had the best WrestleMania moment?
I'm gonna say
I
Bailey.
have to.
I'm gonna say Bailey. Here's why.
Okay.
This is the only reason I go this route because there's a couple obvious ones which I'm sure you're gonna tell me. I go with Bailey because one, WrestleMania was in Orlando.
Hmm.
She just got done doing a 4-year stint in NXT, 5-year stint in NXT.
Yeah.
So she's just recent made the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in her backyard. She's basically been living in Orlando for the last 5, 6, 7 years. She's in her backyard, right? Yeah, happy hands.
Happy hands out,
But
boys.
to be honest, going into that, I really thought Nia Jax was going to come out with the title, and I was kind of hoping that was going to happen because I'm a secret fan of Nia Jax. But
She's good.
she's underrated. She's being used like Braun Strowman was being used when he first started singles competition. They just use
Big
her
guy
for
comes
they
in
use her as a
donkeys.
gimmick. She's 3 times
Yeah,
bigger than any other girl on the roster, but she can move. She's fast.
that's
She's
true.
agile. She's strong. Whatever. We're not getting that. But for her to pull that fatal 4-way out, I thought it was pretty badass. You're in your backyard in front of your family and friends.
Yeah.
You're new to the roster. You just got your title 2 pay-per-views prior to, 1 pay-per-view prior to,
Two.
2.
She got it at.
Fastlane, right?
No, she got. Oh no, she did get it at Fastlane because she lost at.
Survivor Series.
Not Survivor. No, not Survivor
Sorry.
Series. Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble, right? So
Get your pay per views together,
I'm
man.
sorry, man. I just got WWE Network. Get off me.
It gets worse. Just so you know.
Okay, so that's mine.
But
You give me your 2.
honorable mention, Bailey,
Yeah.
for the before mentioned
For
reasons, and the
aforementioned.
fact that she was also a fan.
Mhm.
She was a fan of wrestling
Prior to her being a wrestler.
before she even got to that point. She grew up watching these guys. I mean, her signature move
Is a belly to belly.
well, off the turnbuckle, is
Okay.
the Macho Man elbow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like basically all of our moves, all of our finishing moves are old
Retro.
wrestlers,
Yeah.
retro finishing moves.
Mm-hmm.
She's all about it. She loves the history. Like
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle's the new GM. He came out to her and was like, "Hey Billy, hope you have a great match." After he got inducted into the Hall of Fame,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Kurt Angle knows my name." You know, like it's like Billy, you're the freaking champion.
Yeah.
Of course, he knows your name.
Your name's on the fucking the card there, lady.
Yeah, oh, yeah, like, you know, but it's for her. It's still like, oh my God, you know. So I thought that was cool.
That was cool.
But the other thing I thought was really cool, and people can call me a jabroni, people can call me bandwagon,
Jabroni.
but Seth Rollins
Yeah.
and that epic fight against Triple H.
That was like a long time
Damn.
coming. They built that one up for a long
Dude, they
time.
built and they built, and dude, they stoked the fire on the thing for so long that they had to blow that out of the water, and they did.
Oh, dude, Stephanie through the table.
Well, there's not even that. Stephanie to the table, the sledgehammer, dude, the whole 9 on that, dude. They went above and beyond on that fight.
I'm not gonna lie, Triple H's entrance, that's like old school.
Oh,
Old school, I am the game bullshit. He comes in on a fucking fat ass 3-wheeler with his lady hanging on his back, and they're all wearing leather.
I thought the police were a little much.
A little much.
Like,
I agree.
that was a little over the top. I'm like,
Okay, Goldberg. You know.
well, yeah, it's like they took what Goldberg does, and then we're like, yeah, they're gonna be on their
Let's
motorcycle.
do motorcycles.
I don't even want to imagine Goldberg coming all the way out from the back.
I can't wait for Lesnar and Strowman. Just saying.
That's gonna be good.
Just saying.
But next time we need to pick a show and have a
viewing party.
WWE talk.
Okay, we can do that.
Like once a month. Once a month we'll do a WWE talk. That's a promise from me to you guys, the guys out there, to that man wherever he may be. I don't know where
I'm
he's
above you. I'm above you.
right up there.
There you go.
It's a promise. I will make it happen. We will have a WWE show once a month. We'll cover everything: the pay-per-views, the Raws,
The
Hispanics,
stories, all that
the main
stuff.
event,
Yeah.
the NXT is all the good business, the storylines. We'll be talking about that just because I think it'd be fun. Get you guys get to know us and it'd be a little bit,
Yeah,
a
because
thing.
outside of us playing Destiny and For Honor, we have other interests like movies and wrestling and things like that. Wrestling has actually been a fairly new thing, just within a year for the both of us. So,
You know what it was?
hmm,
Last October, when WWE 2K16 was free on
free
gold.
on gold. That's right. Yeah.
It was free on gold. Me and you both downloaded it.
Hmm.
We started playing the bitches, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, and by the way, 2K17 is coming out in 2 weeks after the month is over." And we're like, "Well, we gotta get
Let's go
17."
pre-order it.
And then I was like, "Dude," I started watching Raw again. You're like, "Dude, I've been watching Raw." And then I was like, "Did you know WrestleMania's coming up?" He was like, "Or Royal Rumble's coming up." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm gonna get the WWE Network so I can watch it live." And he was like, "Oh, do it." And then he got the WWE Network
For WrestleMania.
for WrestleMania, and so now we're all we're just it.
We're balls deep in it now, though.
And you know, honestly,
It's like grown man.
amazing
So
marketing move. Amazing marketing move. I wonder because if the two of us did it, I wonder how
many other people did it.
many other people did that because they played 2K16 for free last October.
Just saying. WWE's a genius. I mean, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, this video's been way too long now that we've gone off on a tangent on
Fun
something completely
times.
different. So look out for some more For Honor content from us, Destiny
Welcome to
content from us.
Tangent City.
Apparently, once a month WWE talk now has been added to the roster, which is pretty cool. Actually, I'm pretty excited about that. So we'll figure out the kinks on that, and we'll give you guys a see today. This is April, so we'll give you a May update in a month. Will give us plenty of time to gather intel, and
We'll talk about that.
yeah, check out for our guest Green Smoke coming in on some videos hopefully. And yeah, as always, guys, if you see any links in the description box below, don't forget to click on them. We leave them there for a reason. Have any comments? Leave them in the comments box below. Come over to our Facebook page. Follow the Facebook page. Leave comments over there. Keymaster is constantly trolling that thing. And
If it ain't hype, it ain't right.
like, comment, subscribe. We play games to make gains.
See you guys on the battlefield.
Ooh, haters gonna hate.